For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kompin, and I have to say, it is now going to be my fourth year doing live stream sales, and I think it is absolutely hilarious that folks are fighting over who was first on the show. That is awesome. And I would like to welcome our first two guests of the evening, Phil Riley and Tori. Tori was always in the audience. Phil, who's tuning in all the way from Germany. It doesn't matter who's first. It doesn't matter who's last. I love you guys all the same. So welcome to the show. We got a great show for you guys today. I took some time to go out of my way and visit a couple comic shops for you today. I hope you've all had a chance to pick up Absolute Batman #1. It is absolutely fantastic. And I stocked up on a new collection of $5 graphic novels for you guys. Lots of cool stuff here. Over 60 graphic novels that I'm blowing out today at $5 a pop. I want to blow all of this stuff out as quickly as possible so we can close out this week and start next week with all new stuff. I also have some $2 comics that I stocked up from North Shore Comics yesterday. So we got a great show for you guys. Spend $25 with me, you get to spin the wheel. And as long as you're located within the United States, if you spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. And that's a promise. All right, let's kick it off with the first book of the evening. I have the ROM Annual #3 going for $5. $5 tonight on ROM Annual #3. What's up, Philip Ragusa? James Patrick, what's up, brother? Daredevil 193. Newsstand copy. Chris Nash, what's up, brother? $5 on this bad boy. We got $5 graphic novels tonight. The Champions #12 going for just $5. As a matter of fact, we're closing out the week strong. I'm going to knock $1 off every single one of these books. The ROM Annual is now $4. Daredevil 193 is now $4. Champions 12, $4. The same goes for Iron Man #181. That's also going to go for just $4 tonight. We got an early James Rhodes as Iron Man. Really cool. Fighting the Mandarin. Going for $4. I have John Carter, Warlord of Mars #2. What's up, Lorena? How you doing? This is going to go for just $3 tonight. John Carter, Warlord of Mars #2 is going to go for just $3 tonight. Hercules Unbound #5. This is also going to go for just $3 tonight. These are all books that just need to go. Another cool newsstand copy, Hercules Lifting Up Big Ben. I have Godzilla #17. Newsstand copy going for $4. For Godzilla #17, King of the Monsters #17 from Marvel, going for $4. Batman 292, VG copy going for just $3. So $3 in this Batman. I have Kid Colt Outlaw #210. This is going to go for, you're the original Warlord of Mars, my man. Kid Colt Outlaw #210 is going to go for just $3 tonight. Captain America #251. We got a newsstand copy here, The Mercenary and the Madman. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. $4 on this. Spider-Woman #38. We got a direct copy going for $4. $4 on Spider-Woman #38. We got the X-Men. It's an X-Men team up in this. Very cool cover here. I have Prez, the first team president Number 2 going for just $3. $3 on this. Fantastic Four number 216 newsstand copy going for $4. And we got The Losers number 170 going for just $4 tonight. So, gonna do a lump sum total on all these and put this offer up there for the night. That means I'm gonna tally up what all these books are at the discounted rate that I already have them, and then I'm going to discount it even more if you decide to get them all. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 32 less 6, 3. So I got all these books at $47 right now. That's the lump sum total on all of them. If you guys decide you want to grab everything on the bottom rack right now, that's all of these books right here. I'm going to discount it to $30, saving you $17. That's if you take everything on the bottom row over here. $30 gets you everything. $30 for all these books. And you could do the math on how much money you're saving there, how much you're actually getting on those books. I have West Coast Avengers, number 1. This is the 4-part series done by Bob Hull. Number 2, number 3, and number 4. Now, there's no hunting that needs to be done on your end, guys. I have the entire series right here, right now, going for just $10. $10 on this stack. And then I got New X-Men, number 114. This is the first appearance of Cassandra Nova. Number 115 is the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And number 116 completes the first arc of Grant Morrison's New X-Men, where we see the X-Men in their premiere in their biker outfit costumes, which were first seen in the Fox movie. We haven't seen them in their colorful spandex like we really want to yet in the theater in movies. We saw Wolverine, but we didn't see the other characters. All right, so here's the deal. You're getting 2 keys here. That's issue 114 and 115. If you want to grab this entire set for me, I had this originally priced at $60. I'm knocking it down to $40, saving you $20. Phil calls West Coast Avengers at $10. And guys, I'm really eager to move these bottom row books here. So please consider what we got here. And Tori says it's an X-Men run that doesn't suck. I agree, it doesn't suck. I really like Cassandra Nova as a villain. I think she's a great villain. All right, next up we got The Crow Wild Justice. This is the entire run. It's done by Jerry Prosser and Charlie Adlard. Charlie Adlard illustrated a big chunk of Walking Dead. And if you decide you want to get this, I'm into it for $15. I was going to sell it at $30. How about we do it at $25 tonight? $25 for The Crow Wild Justice 1 through 3. You get the full run here. You don't got to hunt anything down. $25. These are all yours at $25. $25 for this Crow Wild Justice run. And if you have any questions about these lower row books, I am very eager to sell them. Let me know what you want, what you're looking for, and I'll show it to you. Just give me a second here, guys. I have The Death of Vermin, a spectacular Spider-Man run here. We have issues 194, 195, and 196. I will do all three of these at $6 tonight. Chuck, what's up? Philip, I'm glad you're safe too. Sorry I didn't respond earlier, but I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad you're safe at your nephew's house. I'm doing good. Sorry, I didn't read your message earlier. All right. So we got a full room tonight. $5 trades. Are we ready to do this? Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Got some awesome $5 trades for you guys. I'm really excited because tonight, after this show is done, that means my sales week is done. And it's been kind of a busy week because I'm getting ready for New York Comic Con. So I decided to reward myself and I picked up the Silent Hill 2 remake. So as soon as I'm done working tonight, this is what I'll be playing. I'm looking forward to revisiting this. This was one of my favorite games when I was it actually came out in my freshman year of college. And I really, really loved it. I thought it had one of the best stories in a video game ever. And I love the soundtrack. I love the game. And I'm looking forward to going back and re-experiencing it. So this remake has been getting glowing reviews. And so I ran out today and decided to pick it up. I ended up having to go to a couple video game shops because GameStop has failed me enough times. They are a failed business model. And, you know, despite that one movie where that guy is trying to keep them alive simply because he likes to stock, that's not a reason for a business to continue to exist. They have some of the worst customer service ever, in all honesty. And I have worked in video game retail, and it's unacceptable. I called multiple shops. No one picked up the phone, and they couldn't check other shops to see if they had everything. So I went to this other shop called Everything Games, which had a huge collection of games dating back to the original NES, and they also had like board games and tabletop RPG games, all kinds of cool stuff over there. That's a place to bring my kids at some point. But man, GameStop, sorry guys, you need to improve your customer service. And if you can't do that, you know, they lost my business today. They lost my business. Yeah, dude, same here, James. I am so excited for that Wolverine game. Oh, man. Yeah, that Silent Hill 2 was a great game. It had one of the best stories ever. And it helped inspire some stuff that I wanted to do back in the day, but never actually got through to doing. And I always wanted to do something in horror. In fact, I have made a pledge that my next comic will be a horror comic. So hopefully this will inspire me in some way. Yeah, it's a cry from where it used to be. And I used to work for one of the companies that got bought out by the electronics boutique. And I worked a full year in gaming retail. And I got busy, okay? I mean, our store got hit all the time. And we were busy. GameStops are not busy the way the electronics boutique was back in the day. I was working there when the PS2 was just launched. We had people calling us every single day asking if we got PS2s in, and we always picked up the phone. The fact that no one was picking up phones at shops, terrible. That is terrible customer service. No excuse. Is it really? Yeah, I mean, you know, they have all this inventory at their shop and no customer service. You know, if they don't make it, you know, I won't be surprised. I'm not wishing their demise or anything like that. I'm not vindictive that way, but come on, you know, like bad service is bad service. All right. Now let's get aside from all that because we got some great $5 trades here and I'm ready to showcase all this stuff for you guys. We have Fables Storybook Love, Volume 3, and Wolves, which is Volume 8 of Fables. Each book is going for just $5. Get both of these Fables graphic novels for $10. That's Wolves and Storybook Love. I have Flash Volume 4 Reverse. We actually have 2 copies of these. Retail price is $17. I'm doing both right now for just $5. There's 2 copies of these Flash graphic novels. I have Nisneven and the Bloody Queen. This looks interesting. It's a Humanoids original. Brand new graphic novel. Looks like a horror book. London teen Nissi Oswald is stuck in the countryside for the entire summer with only her mother and little brother for company. But things start to look up when she meets Reggie, an attractive and mysterious older man to whom she feels inexorably drawn. As Nissi busies herself with lustful reveries of Reggie and digging through the old family home, the small town is rocked by a grisly murder that claims one of its own. But the townsfolk aren't the only ones reacting strangely. Even the local fauna start to behave in mystifying ways. Before long, a series of seemingly desperate yet increasingly disturbing elements brews into a storm, and Nissi is in its eye. Folk horror through the eyes of modern teen and the atmospheric tale of obsession, suspense, and magic from Helen Mullane, Dom Reardon, and Matthew Dow Smith. We have Nisneven and the Bloody Queen. Let's look at some of the artwork inside. Well, this has already been claimed by Phil, but either way, for some of you guys out there who might be interested in a title like this, that's some of the artwork. Thank you, Phil. That was a solid pickup right there. For Women by Sam Keith. So Sam Keith, the creator of The Max, and who has done a ton of stuff for Marvel and DC, including a Hulk and Wolverine series. He's got a very defined art style. Here's a comic he did called For Women. I don't see a summary of what the book is about, but I can tell you that Sam dedicated this book to his mom and to my mom and her sisters, the first 5 women in my life. Interesting. For Women. This is going to go for $5 from Sam Keith. Sam's got a very defined style, perfect for horror and all kinds of weirdness. It's really good. I have Powers, Who Killed Retro Girl, Volume 1 by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael A. Von Oming. This is the first appearance. 4 women would drive a man nuts. So this is the first trade of Powers. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with that series, Philip, there might be some Superman. You just have to hang tight with me. When I come across it, I will showcase it. I don't know what's in here yet. We're going through this together. I just quickly grabbed these graphic novels and left. So stick around. If there's a Superman graphic novel, it'll pop up. So Powers, Who Killed Retro Girl, the definitive collection, has a summary on the back, and it says, heroes glide through the sky on lightning bolts and fire. Flamboyant villains attempt daring daylight robberies. Godlike alien creatures crash in epic battle over the nighttime sky. And on the dirty streets below, homicide detective Christian Walker does his job. Detective Christian Walker has to investigate the shocking murder of one of the most popular superheroes the world has ever known, Retro Girl. Walker is teamed up with spunky rookie detective Dina Pilgrim, and the murder investigation takes him from the seediest underbelly a city has to offer to the gleaming towers that are home to immortal beings. As shocking, twisted, hidden truths about Retro Girl come to light, Walker finds that to solve this crime, he might have to reveal his own dark secret, which is that he might have powers. Cool. And there seems to be the first collected trade here. It has a very definitive style, kind of similar to Phil Hester, I want to say, or the Batman animated series. There's scripts in here, so if you've ever wanted to study Brian Michael Bendis' writing style, you can do that. There's character descriptions and Sketches here. What's up, Leonard? Glide Astro? What is that? What's up, Don? How you doing, dude? So this is a pretty cool book here. $21.95 is suggested retail. Get it tonight on Kickin' It for $5. I have more Fables. Fables Homelands. This is volume 6. This is going to go for $5. Teen Titans Go! Welcome to the Pizza Dome. Volume 2. Astro Glide. No, I've never heard of Astro Glide. So we got Teen Titans Go! Volume 2. What is Astro Glide? Let me look that up. Astro Glide. I hope it's not something inappropriate, Brian. Astro Glide gel. Oh my gosh. I hate you. Oh, I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to punch you in the throat when I see you. Diddy wrote that comic. Oh, that's great. Oh, I hate you. I'm going to punch you in the throat. Anybody want Teen Titans Go? It's a good book for your kids. You can read it to them. Don't tell them about Astroglide. There's an Astroglide advertisement, but it's not in this book. Oh, that's terrible. No ditties tonight. No diddles tonight. All right. I have another copy of Fables Wolves. That's volume 8, going for $5. So we got lots of Fables tonight. I have Black Hammer, Age of Doom, Part 1 by Jeff Lemire and Dean Ormston. So if you're interested in powers, this kind of has like a similar art style to it. So picking up immediately where we left off, Lucy Weber has become the new Black Hammer. And right as she's about to reveal to our heroes how they got stuck on the farm and how they can escape, she vanishes. Now our new Black Hammer finds herself trapped in a gritty world filled with zombie bar patrons, bizarre gods, anthropomorphic humans, absurdist heroes, and many more weirdos in a mad world in which there is no escape. Or Astroglide. This is going to go for $5 tonight. Here's another horror book. We have Damned Cursed Children from Source Point Press. This is going to go for just $5. Some cool horror. Powers goes to Lorena. Your ex-wife loved the Black Hammer. Oh my God. Anybody want Black Hammer? All right, The Four Women goes off to Phil. Oh my God, I will punch you in the throat. All right, Black Hammer, Age of Doom, Part 1. I'll put this up here. If you guys are into horror, this is the season. 'Tis the season. Damned you, cursed children. Damned cursed children. Not damned you, just damned cursed children. All right, Black Magic by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Something Wiccan this way comes. Rowan Black knows the scent of a body burned at the stake, the power of a murderer's severed left hand, the danger of blood spilled on stone beneath the new spoon. Rowan Black is a witch. Rowan Black knows that a badge is worth exactly as much as the person carrying it. That motive is overrated, that you always watch your partner's back. Rowan Black is a cop. She knows something else. She knows magic is real. The problem is somebody else knows it too. Interesting. It also says here, buy this book and kick Brian in his taint. Oh my gosh! Wow, this book is an immediate bestseller. Black Magic. This is gonna go for just $5. B-Man out. What are you, the Liver King? Punch your throat. Brian's a buddy of mine. We used to get into some trouble together, and he's got a rated R mouth, and it needs to be sewn shut. Black Magic by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Looks like Volume 1, Awakening here. It's going to go for just $5. And this book does not tell you to punch Brian in the face. There's no T-word stuff in here. There's nowhere will you find a T-word there. All right. I have Dr. Horrible and Other Horrible Stories by Zach Wheaton. This looks pretty cool. From the smash hit musical, Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog comes the earliest tales in the lives of Dr. Horrible, Captain Hammer, Penny Moist, and the upper echelon of all things awful, the Evil League of Evil. This is going to go for $5 for Dr. Horrible and Other Horrible Stories. I have Wanted, the graphic novel. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. The Wanted graphic novel, which is about a supervillain who inherits his father's legacy and goes after the people that killed him. It is illustrated by J.G. Jones, written by Mark Miller. And it has been claimed by Lorena. Lorena's like, give me that. I have the Ray Bradbury Chronicles, Volume 3. That's going to go for $5. Chuck claims Dr. Horrible. So we got the Ray Bradbury Chronicles, Volume 3, the authorized adaptations. This is going to go for $5. I have Miss Marvel Generation Y, going for $5. This collects issues 6 through 11 of the 2014 series of Miss Marvel. It is going for $5. I have Marvel Knights Black Panther The Client by Christopher Priest, Mark Teixeira, Aletha E. Martinez, and Brian Haberlin. Going for $5 for Marvel Knights Black Panther. I think this is where we see the first appearance of the Dora Milaje. There's some really good Mark Teixeira art in here. What's up, David Moore? We're doing $5 trades. Marvel Knights Black Panther The Client. BP off to David Moore. This next one's going to go real fast. Guarantee it. Miles Morales Spider-Man Family Business. This is going to go for just $5. And it collects Miles Morales Spider-Man number 11 through 15 from Saladin Ahmed and Javier Garron. His artwork is pretty good. Miles Morales Spider-Man, $5. I have Mark Waid, Peter Krause, Irredeemable. Miles Morales off to James. What's up, Garcia? How you doing, dude? Sorry you missed that one. There's going to be other books. I have Irredeemable by Mark Waid. This is a really good series. So this is basically like Irredeemable is like Superman, What if Superman went nuts and decided to just take over the entire planet and get revenge for everybody who ever treated him like crap? Irredeemable is going to go for $5, and this is volume 5. When the world's greatest hero becomes its most feared villain, what will it take to save the world? In the weeks since he snapped, the Plutonian, once the world's most beloved hero, now the world's most feared supervillain, has slaughtered millions across the world. When a last-ditch effort by the Plutonian's former teammates, the Paradigm, fails to destroy him, the group is splintered even further. But as the final actions and desperate plan of dead teammate Hornet are revealed, will it finally be the salvation the world desperately needs, or will it spell out the end of the human race as we know it? This is a really interesting series that came out from Boom Studios in the early days, and it's a really good comic. I really enjoyed this. And there was a series that came with it called Incorruptible, where Irredeemable's main villain becomes the good guy who's trying to stop Irredeemable. It's really, really good. $5. Irredeemable is a great series. Mark said with great writing. Yeah. Highly recommend. Thank you, David Moore. David Moore highly recommends this. Great series. I have CSI Demon House by Max Allan Collins. This is the guy who created Road to Perdition. Gabriel Rodriguez and Ashley Wood. Very interesting art style. So if you guys are fans of CSI, this might be up your alley. When a real body turns up in a charity haunted house, the members of Las Vegas's CSI team, already busy on a series of armed robberies, find themselves pulling double duty. It's all tricks and no treats for Grissom and crew as IDW's CSI series, based on the TV's most watched drama, continues. $5. Okay, Irredeemables off to Don Johnson. You guys are eating these up tonight. I appreciate that very much. This took me on an adventure today, I'll tell you. I was all over the place today. Don, did you get your hands on a copy of Absolute Batman yet? If not, you have to. It's really, really good. And same with you, David Moore. You need to get your hands on a copy of on Absolute Batman #1. That is my recommendation to you guys. I have Descender Volume 4 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Wen. Dustin Wen's artwork is insanely good. His artwork is amazing. That's just some of it. Waiting for you at the shop. It's so good, man. Okay. So this book, Tim 21, Tesla, and Quan finally escape the machine moon and head out on a quest to find the ancient robot who may hold the key to the harvesters. Meanwhile, Andy and his ragtag team close in on Tim, but their fragile alliance is shattered by Driller's revelations. A new chapter of the heartfelt sci-fi epic by superstar creators Jeff Lemire and Dustin Wen begins here. Collects Descender 17 through 21. This is going to go for $5. Yes, Chris, I got your copy of Absolute Batman at the comic shop today. So I've added that to your pile. You're good to go, brother. I have Sandman Universe, House of Whispers, Watching the Watchers. This is interesting. By Nalo Hopkinson, Dan Waters, Dominique Domo Staten, Matthew Dow Smith, and Zach Atkinson. It looks like we also have a David Mack cover here. Looks like a David Mack cover. And from the mind of Neil Gaiman. This is going to go for $5. That's awesome. So you spoke at Alabama Monday and had a huge banking event yesterday. Been wheeling and dealing, but haven't forgot you. Hey, man, we know that. You're awesome, dude. Don't worry about it, man. We're happy to have you here, David Moore. All right, friends and neighbors. The goddess Urzuli's house is rarely peaceful. Her spouses Ogun and Dambala hope only for a little domestic bliss. A tall order when her other husband, Agui, is dead beyond all hope. Or is he? Yet the key to Urzuli's continued existence may lie in the hands of a little girl named Paquita. Forced into labor by her adoptive family, she's befriended a being who offers her a way of escape. But beneath his warm and fuzzy front lies the sanity-shattering grin of one of the dreaming's most dangerous denizens, the Corinthian. The Corinthian is sinking his teeth into all Urzuli's acolytes, infecting them with his evil. To stop him, she'll have to reassemble his shattered shards, but that will only make the dreaming's worst nightmare even more powerful and angry. They said shards. All right, anyway, we have House of Whispers going for $5. This book's going to make you shard. Oh, David Moore's ready for some sharding. Sharder me timbers. He's going to need some Astroglide after that. You had me at shards. Oh, that's great. All right, I have Cross Bronx by Michael Avon Oeming and Ivan Brandon. So Michael Avon Oeming is the artist in Powers. The Cross Bronx seamlessly mixes police procedure and the supernatural in a story that follows Detective Raphael Aponte as he investigates a mysterious gang slaying that quickly brings him face to face with an unearthly beauty. Taking out her revenge on the city, she challenges Aponte's faith in the law and his belief in God, or lack thereof. So you got Michael Avon Oeming and Ivan Brandon. Interesting. This is going to go for just $5 tonight. What's up, Raph? Am I going to see you in New York next week? If you don't shard first, you're last. That's great. $5 on this. All right, next up I have The Wicked and the Divine, the Faust Act. This is, here, I'll just read the back of it. It says, every 90 years, 12 gods return as young people. They are loved, they are hated. In 2 years, they're all dead. It's happening now. It's happening again. This is by Kieran Gillen, Jamie McKelvey, and Matt Wilson, who all worked on Young Avengers. They're returning with a modern fantasy where gods are the ultimate pop stars and pop stars are the ultimate gods. Interesting. Very cool. The Wicked and the Divine. I've heard very, very good things about this. This is volume 1. If you've never read it before, here's a chance to jump on it. Very clean copy of the first trade going for just $5. You guessed it. Yes, I'm ready to vid. And I got something new to I'll be announcing next week. Anybody who's interested can jump on with it. Wicked and Divine going off the fill. I just received artwork today for a promo image for a cover that we're going to be doing for the next issue of Yisun Shin that was illustrated by artist Fang Fang, who's going to be tabling with me at New York Comic Con. So we're going to be splitting the booth space with her this year. And she's doing this cover for the next issue of Yisun Shin, which is awesome. And it's a really gorgeous cover. I'll be sharing it next week, but folks will have a chance to get the cover on here. If you guys want to get not the book, but just the poster, we're going to be selling them off at like $5 a pop. So I'll showcase the image next week. And if anybody wants to grab one, just, for themselves, I can sign it and I can have Fang sign it for you. So I'll give you guys a chance to, jump on and see if you want to grab one of them. And yeah, there we go. And Cross Bronx to Phil as well. Gotcha. If you guys listen very closely, you can hear Bentley snoring. I have Descender Volume 1 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Wen. So this is the first volume. And we have the fourth volume over here. If you want to grab both volumes, it's $10, 5 and 5 of Descender. I have X-Men Civil War This is going to go for $5 for the X-Men Civil War. And then I have the death-defying Dr. Mirage from Valiant Comics. That's going to go for $5. Dr. Mirage talks to the dead, but the only spirit Shan Feng can't find is that of her late husband, Wen. When a big-time occultist with a classified military past hires her for a special job, Shan discovers a lead that might close the greatest mystery she's ever tackled: how to get Wen back. Now Dr. Mirage must enter the undiscovered country and cross all the realms of the underworld if she has any hope of rescuing the man she loves, or be forever lost beyond the earthly plane. Collecting the death-defying Dr. Mirage number 1 through 5 from Eisner Award-nominated writer Jen Van Meter, Hopeless Savages, Captain Marvel, and acclaimed artist Roberto De La Torre, who worked on Daredevil. His artwork's fantastic, with never-before-seen extras, process art, and designs for behind-the-scenes look at one of Valiant's most astonishing new series. I absolutely love that about graphic novels. I love how they not only have the whole story, but there's extra stuff in there. That's one thing I love doing with my trades as well. I like to add extra stuff in there. So that's what makes graphic novels special, in my opinion, compared to like single issues. As much as I love single issues for the collectability and having the really awesome covers and everything, the extra content is worth having. This is coffee table stuff right here, you know. What's up, Roberto? How you doing, dude? All right, Civil War X-Men. Enough is enough. The tension between the X-Men, the 198, and the One has finally reached a breaking point. As Civil War rips apart the Marvel Universe, the X-Men also find themselves crumbling from the inside out. Will they admit defeat? Will they finally start to fight back? Collecting Civil War X-Men number 1 through 4, written by David Hine and illustrated by Yannick Paquet. This is going to go for $5. That's awesome. You bought that collection. What was in your collection? What's in the collection, dude? Civil War X-Men's going for $5. Can you give me the rest of those Iron Man issues that I'm missing? I'm only missing like 3 or 4 of them. Uh-oh, David Moore. Watch out. I got something here. David Moore is not going to like this at all. All Primo Bronze Age. Very cool. All right, I have The Invisibles. Say You Want a Revolution, Volume 1 of The Invisibles by Grant Morrison. This is going to go for $5. I have tried to read this book. It is very confusing, but it has the name Moore in there, so it's got to be brilliant. And if you can't understand it, you're an idiot just like me. Invisibles. This is going to go for $5. If David Moore wants, are you claiming this, David Moore? Or are you just saying bro, Invisibles? You're going to have to hire one of your interns in order to understand that book, to have them explain the plot to you. Your mom will beat you if you don't get it. All right, David Moore is getting it. If you can get your interns to understand this book and explain it to me, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. Some of Morrison's stuff is really out there. All right, I have Unknown Soldier by Garth Ennis and Killian Plunkett, and we got some Tim Bradstreet. We got a Tim Bradstreet cover here. Tim Bradstreet did all these Punisher covers, and Unknown Soldier is a pretty cool character. In the front lines of World War II, he did the dirty jobs, a nameless, faceless covert operative known only by the code name Unknown Soldier. Then after the close of the war, he vanished without a trace. 40 years later, maverick CIA agent William Clyde embarks on a globe-hopping search for the U.S. military's legendary cleanup man. Navigating a minefield of red tape, black ops, and dirty tricks, Clyde uncovers a trail of corruption, murder, and lies that may lead to his elusive quarry, only to discover that he's a pawn in a twisted game of intrigue. Very interesting. Very good art, too. The art in here is awesome. If you're a fan of Garth Ennis' Punisher, you need to read this. This is going to go for $5. Unknown Soldiers off to Phil. Nice pickup. That's a solid one right there. My interns are now using AI to translate, so I have no doubt I'll never understand that book. All right, I have Why the Last Man, Volume 5, Ring of Truth. This is going to go for $5. Man on the Street. It's been nearly 2 years since Yorick Brown, the last man on Earth, set out to cross into North America with his pet monkey, Ampersand, the only other male mammal left alive after the plague of 2002, killing everything on the planet with a Y chromosome. Now Yorick and his companions, government agent 355 and bioengineer Dr. Allison Mann, have finally reached Dr. Mann's laboratory in San Francisco, where she can begin trying to unravel the secret of Yorick and Ampersand's survival. After months of constant travel, staying in one piece is a blessed relief, and also a chance for the various pursuers stalking the trio to finally catch up with them. But while Yorick's band can confront these newly arriving threats head-on, it's the danger they cannot see, which may mean the end for the last man, and with him any hope for mankind's future. I really like Why the Last Man. This is a really great series by Brian K. Vaughan. This is going to go for just $5 for Volume 5. I have Rat Queens, Volume 1, Sass and Sorcery. Rat Queens. Who are the Rat Queens? They're a pack of booze-guzzling, death-dealing battle maidens for hire, and they're in the business of killing all the gods' creatures for profit. Meet Hannah and Rockabilly, Elven Mage, Violet the hipster dwarven fighter, Dee the atheist human cleric, and Betty the hippie smidgen thief. This modern spin on an old school genre is a violent monster killing epic that is like Buffy meets Tank Girl in a Lord of the Rings world on crack. Rat Queens. Volume 1 is $5. We got a huge room tonight. Thank you all for being here. Black Science by Rick Remender and Matteo Scalera. Matteo is going to be back for Absolute Superman next month, so be on the lookout for that. I have heard lots of great things about Black Science. This is Volume 1, so it's a great place to start. Grant McKay, leader of the Anarchistic League of Scientists, has finally done the impossible. He has deciphered Black Science and punched through the barriers of reality with his creation, The Pillar. Something went wrong, and now Grant and his team are lost, barreling through the boundless expanses of the Eververse, living ghosts shipwrecked on an infinite ocean of alien worlds. The only way is forward. The only question is, how far are they willing to go to get home again? Join writer Rick Remender and the superstar team of Matteo Scalera and Dean White on a mind-bending science fiction adventure of limitless imagination, bottomless horrors, and endless discoveries. $5 for Black Science. Interesting. Wow. Roberto used AI to ask ChatGPT to make a joke based on the Invisibles. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Wow. That's really wild. That joke scratches your mind. All right, Black Science, $5. I have Artemis Fowl, the graphic novel. This is adapted based on the movie. We got an embossed cover here. 12-year-old Artemis Fowl is a millionaire, a genius, and above all, a criminal mastermind. But even Artemis doesn't know what he's taken on when he kidnaps a fairy captain, Holly Short of the Leprechaun Unit. These aren't the fairies of bedtime stories. These fairies are armed and dangerous. Artemis thinks he has them right where he wants them. But then they stop playing by the rules. Full of unexpected twists and turns, Artemis Fowl opens up a riveting world of magic, humor, and nonstop thrills. with the glorious full-color panels that bristle with action. This graphic novel adaptation of the internationally best-selling novel offers an exciting look inside both Fowl Manor and Haven City as it follows Artemis Fowl's battle against a cast of creatures beyond your wildest imaginations. This is going to go for $5 for Artemis Fowl. Let's all remember to mariachi on. I asked it, and all I get back was shards. I have The Escapists by Brian K. Vaughan and Jason Sean Alexander. This is a really cool book here. Inspired by Michael Chabon's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, The Escapists is Brian K. Vaughan's love letter to his chosen medium. A story about what it takes to start out with nothing in Cleveland, Ohio, and end up with a comic so hot a major corporation wants to steal it from you. Brilliantly interweaving the lives of the creators of the world of their creation, artists Steve Rolston and Philip Bond bring the comic booking trio Maxwell Roth, Case Weaver, and Denny Jones to life, while the inimitable Jason Sean Alexander and Eduardo Barreto illustrate the thrilling trials and exciting extrications of the new and old escapist. Escapist is off to David Moore. Good pickup. That is a solid pickup. David Moore, I think you were waiting for tonight. You knew that these $5 trades were coming, and I still got a ton of them. I have more Fables, Son of the Empire, Volume 9. So we got a lot of Fables here for you guys. I have Fables, 4 Fables graphic novels. We have volumes 3, 6, 8, and 9. 3, 6, 8, and 9 going for $20 for Fables. So if anybody who's interested, we have Fables Storybook Love Volume 3, Homelands Volume 6, Wolves Volume 8. I've actually got 2 of these, and I have Sons of Empire. Get them all for $20. All 4 for $20. I guess we'll put all these here for the Fables. I have Black Hammer Secret Origins. Black Hammer Secret Origins. Wiped out of their superhero universe by multiversal crisis, the forgotten heroes of Spiral City now live as a dysfunctional family on a mysterious farm in a small town from which they have no escape. There is no going home. We have Black Hammer Secret Origins going for $5. And I have Black Hammer Age of Doom Part 1. Where'd that other... I have 2. Oh, okay. That's where the other one is. So I have 2 Fables here. I have Justice League Volume 1 from the New 52. That's going to go for $5. This is Volume 1 of Justice League from the New 52 by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Jim Lee illustrating some Justice League. Gorgeous looking book, man. And if you guys have heard the rumors, apparently Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee are coming back to Batman as soon as Chip Zdarsky's run on Batman is finished. I am so excited about it. Justice League Volume 1 from the New 52 is going to go for $5 tonight. Teen Titans Go! Bring it on! This is volume... Doesn't say what volume it is. It's just Teen Titans Go! Bring it on! Going for $5. And then we have this other Teen Titans Go! Welcome to the Pizza Dome. Grab both the Teen Titans Go's for $10. $10 on the Teen Titan Go's. Batman Year One, $5. This is my favorite Batman story of all time. Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli. This is some really, really good stuff. I love this story. $5 for Batman Year One. My favorite Batman 4-issue series. I need to get all 4 of those books. I used to have them, but then I lost them. That was another. Oh, no, I didn't lose them. I sold them. I sold them on here. It was one of the books that I sold to get things going on here. All right. Next up, I have Reaver, Volume 1, Hell's Half Dozen. So deep within the untamed continent of Maderas, the darkness builds that must be stopped at all costs. To prevent the end of the New World, the Imperials assemble 6 of their most despicable prisoners. Hell's Half Dozen. So we got Turncoat, Skin Eater, Sorcerer, Bodyguard, Serial Killer, and the Devil's Son. Very interesting. Reaver is published by Image. Has some pretty cool artwork. And is going to go for just $5. Oh, dude, Roberto, you need to read it, and then we can have a conversation. I absolutely loved Absolute Batman. I hope that book sells out and becomes a speculator like book. I really do, and it should for so many reasons. It is so gosh darn fantastic. I love Absolute Batman. Give me more is what I say. All right. Got a final stack of books here. Now, here's the deal. After I go through the rest of these graphic novels, we're going to go do all of our FOMO books for tonight. And then I have some books from Pete. After that, I have some books left from earlier this week that I was discounting yesterday at $1. So we're going to go through as many of those books tonight as possible. So there's about $1.50 of those. So if we get through everything at the $2 mark, we're going to have $1 books. So if you missed the last couple shows, tonight's a really good night for you to jump on and get some $1 books from me. We're going to do dollar bin diving together for the next hour. Phil, what are you up to? You're at 15, 20, 25, 30, $35, sir. Yeah, I did just show a Batman. It's Batman Year One. Going for $5. All right. Next up, I got Peter Panzerfaust, Volume 1, The Great Escape. So this book is basically about Peter Pan, but set in World War II. The story of Peter Pan set in World War II. So Peter is actually he's a British orphan, and Captain Hook is a German Nazi officer. It's an interesting concept. It's very good. Highly recommend Peter Panzerfaust. And this is Volume 1, and it's going to go for just $5 for Peter Panzerfaust. They're supposed to make a movie about it a long time ago. They announced something for it. Okay, Peter Panzerfaust off to Lorena. Nice pickup. Peter Panzerfaust. Whoa, Altered Carbon from Dynamite. We got a hardcover here. Download Blues by Richard K. Morgan, Rick Hoskin, and Farron Solaris. Going for $5 for Altered Carbon. Have you guys seen the show on Netflix? It's very good. Angel Catbird. Angel Catbird is a new graphic novel from the book prize-winning author of The Handmaid's Tale and The Blind Assassin. On a dark night, young genetic engineer Strig Felidus is accidentally mutated by his own experiment when his DNA is merged with that of a cat and an owl. What follows is a humorous, action-driven, pulp-inspired superhero adventure with a lot of cat puns. Barking, so much barking. Internationally best-selling and respected novelist Margaret Atwood and acclaimed artist Johnny Christmas collaborate for one of the most highly anticipated comic book and literary events of the year. Okay, here's some of the artwork. We got another hardcover here. Beautiful artwork inside. This guy's like, wow, I suddenly feel like licking my own ass. Angel Catbird. All right, that's off to David Moore. All right, and with that, it is FOMO time. Are you guys ready for this? We got some excellent FOMO books for you guys tonight. Let's do it. It just sounds ridiculous. I agree. All right, we're going to take a break from $5 trades. It's time for FOMO. It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a wiener for missing out on these great deals. Now, don't be a wiener, because we got some killer FOMO books for you guys tonight. We're going to kick it off with Spider-Man 2099 number 7, which is the first appearance of Vulture 2099, which is going to go for $5 tonight. Next up, we got Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 1. This is the blue cover special. That's going to go for $5. Blue Beetle number 1 by Len Wein, Paris Cullins, and Bruce Patterson, going for $5. Spectacular Spider-Man number 159 is going to go for just $5. Wolverine number 24, the Jim Lee variant cover, is going to go for just $5 tonight. Batman 432 is going to go for $5 tonight. That's a really cool cover. James Owsley, Jim Aparo, and Mike DiCarlo. $5 on this. Joe McPhee, what's up, brother? I have Infinity Inc. number 21. We got Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane on Infinity Inc. $5. And our final FOMO book is Superman number 0. That's going to go for $5. These are your FOMO books. Jump on these. Jump on it. Give you guys some time here. Make your claim. Superman 0 is off to Philip Ragusa. First FOMO book has been claimed. Philip, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I know you're into DC and superheroes and stuff. I have Justice League, New 52 Justice League by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee going for $5. And then I have this Flash reverse trade going for $5 as well. Let me know if you're interested in any of these. And the other FOMO books, we got Vulture 2099's first appearance here. We also have some Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane on Infinity Inc. That's early Todd McFarlane work. Wolverine number 26, we got that Jim Lee cover. Sorry, 24. We got that Jim Lee cover here. Iconic cover. $5 on that. The Legends of the Dark Knight, going for $5. Special collector's edition. Give you guys just a minute. And we're at the top of the hour here, so we got one more hour to go. One more hour until I can finally sit down and play Silent Hill 2, the Silent Hill 2 remake. All right, Lorena's taking Justice League. Talk to Lorena. All right, I will literally pay someone if we can find. I will pay you by giving away this Flash graphic novel if I can find somebody who's a fan of the Flash, a genuine Flash fan who would be interested in stocking up on Flash books. For Flash frickin' sake, I'm going to have to shard myself through reality in order to find somebody who is into the Flash. Good Lord. What will it take for me to sell Flash books? I seriously, in all the years that I've been doing this, I have not once come across a fan of the Flash. Flash, both. All right, thank you. Lorena and Phil got it. I'm going to hook you guys both up with something for taking these Flash books off my hands. And let's see, what am I going to give you guys? Do I have something to give away? Well, yes, I do. I have Blue Beetle #1. I'll give that to Phil. And Turtles going off to Lorena. This does not count as your spend. This is for taking those Flash books off my hands. No, just regular Flash. I need more people to buy Flash books. I need someone who's a genuine Flash fan. Someone who's like, give me Flash books. Throw as many freaking Flash books at me as you can. That's what I need. All right, I have JSA Stealing Thunder. We're going back to $5 trades here. This collects issues. I don't know which issues it collects, but it's volume 5 of JSA Stealing Thunder, written by David Goyer and Jeff Johns. It's really, really good. $5. Oh, look at this. Another Flash graphic novel. This one is a hardcover. It's called History Lessons. It's going for $5. JSA is off to Lorena. What's up, JT? How you doing, dude? You got a Kickstarter going right now or something? I think I saw something was going on. Guys, we're gracing the presence of JT Malloy, who's a really great artist and likes to use inappropriate language on this show, which we really don't tolerate. We don't tolerate any of that. So you could take that MF or tone with me, and you can shove it up your kind hole. Your kind hole. Okay, so launches Sapphire Spectre just now. It's the issue with your cameo in it. I have a cameo in this book. So JT, do me a favor. Drop the link for your Kickstarter. And folks, if you have a chance tonight, check out Sapphire Spectre #7. I have a cameo in the book, and I've had a chance to see it. It's really cool. I'm wearing a Warline shirt, but I'm standing behind my table, which I've actually been doing more recently. So JT's got he predicted what would happen to me in the future. But seriously, drop. He used to play bass in the kind hole. Oh, that's great. Do you have any Astroglide? Buy Onrie stuff first. No, everybody could buy my stuff and your stuff together. Good luck with your launch, and keep kicking ass, brother. Good to see you on here. Feel free to hang out. So we got the Flash Volume 5 History Lessons by Brian Buccalato and Patrick Zerker. Patrick's a phenomenal artist. I really love Patrick Zerker's artwork. So we got the Flash Volume 5 going for $5. Dude, I miss you too, man. We got to do C2E2 together next year. I've already put in my renewed interest form. So if you're down to do it again, I'd love to do it with you. The Jekyll Island Chronicles, The Devil's Reach. What is this? From Top Shelf Productions. It is 1920. An attack on New York City was thwarted and thousands of lives saved, but at a terrible cost. Our heroes, technologically advanced veterans of the Great War, struggle with their own future as the death of their patron, eternal guilt, and the strange disappearance of one of their own threatened to fracture their unity. Across the Atlantic Ocean, evil is regrouping, focused still on sowing anarchy and destruction. Xeno seeks to break the fragile peace and again brings chaos to Europe and beyond. As they build an army to strike, news comes that Nikola Tesla himself may hold the key to their goal, an unstoppable weapon of death. The heroes will need resources and new alliances to help the world survive. The Jekyll Island Chronicles, Book 2, A Devil's Reach, continues the thrilling story of an alternate history, secret war between the world wars, pitting anarchists against action heroes. This award-winning graphic novel series is a unique mix of diesel punk design, alternate history, and actual fact. It also contains a cameo by your mom. Wow, that's pretty cool. $5 on this. $5 on this for the Jekyll Island Chronicles. $5. And what's great now, we had a collaboration. I showed up in your book. So, like, that's fantastic. All right. This next book, honestly, this next book here was what got me out of bed this morning to buy the collection. And it's also a book that is going to make Roberto's dogs bark like you can't imagine. This book is called Flick. All right. What happens behind the walls of a police station? We all know what happens behind the walls of a police station. All right. What kind of living does a cop make? Sorry. What kind of living does a cop make? And how does a culture of racism and violence become entrenched? Journalist Valentin Gendrot went undercover in Paris to find the answers. Revelations that rocked France and led to a series of investigations, including an internal affairs case on Gendrot himself. Flick is an expose of a world never before seen by outsiders, an urgent story for our times, powerfully illustrated by the talented Thierry Chavant. And it has a cat on it. And if you look inside the book, you'll just see like a bunch of like characters that look like cats being like, it's got very compelling dialogue here for Fleck by Valentin Gendrot. I mean, it's a pretty serious topic here, and usually when they do things like this and they use animals, it's interesting. Like this is something they did with Mouse and Animal Farm and things like that. So Phil wants it. All right, Phil got it. That book is why I bought that whole collection. I made your cats look at the poor animals. I'm an abuser of all animals. What's up, Katie? How you doing? K-pop junkie in the house. All right, I got more Fables. Fables, Arabian Nights and Days, Volume 7. So now I have 5 volumes of Fables. I have Volumes 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Please, for the love of God, take these books off my hands. It's $25 for all these Fables books. Do I know anybody who is a fan of Fables? Can we find a fan of Fables? Between all 18 people who are watching this, someone out here wants these freaking books for $25. How's that for rate selling? You guys like that? Is that good? $5 trades. Find someone who wants that Fables book. Still barking? Are they still barking? Hey, they might be barking, but the cat book sold tonight. And if you guys join the Kickin' It chat group on Facebook, if you guys join the Kickin' It group on Facebook, the theme right now is cats. So I'm trying to see the Kickin' It group here. So you guys see the Kickin' It group? There's a cat in there. So I did that. That's all on purpose. That was all purposeful. It's all intentional. Kitties. All right. I have The Walking Dead, Volume 9, Here We Remain. This is going to go for $5. Rebel Blood, Riley Rossmo, Alex Link. So, the world went to hell in a handbasket. A highly infectious disease has turned every living thing into zombies. Your neighbors will rend your flesh with their bare teeth. So will the rats. And if the rats don't, the squirrels will. Save yourself. Stay in the woods. Pray it hasn't reached the wolves. And keep your gun loaded. This is from Image. Rebel Blood by Riley Rossmo and Alex Link. Kind of reminds me of The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Very cool. Phil's grabbing that. Buy these books of fables. I am really disappointed in all the people who are watching this show and not saying, Onrie did a really good job of pitching those fables books. I really want them. I sold Flash books tonight, and I can't freaking sell any freaking fables books. What the freaking frick is going on here? By the way, we have another Flash book. Volume 5. 5 for $5. I hope someone writes an article about how I rage sold tonight. I want to be on Bleeding Cool so bad. I'm desperate. Please write something about how terrible, of a rage seller I am. I have Excalibur, The Legend of King Arthur. Don't be an idiot and miss out on this book. This is from Candlewick Press. So Albion is at war. Ruled by the murderous King Ulrich for too long, its people are desperate for justice. Arthur, son of Uther Pendragon, is their last hope. Now of age, Arthur can fulfill a long-standing prophecy by freeing the enchanted Caliburn from the sheath on Stone Hill. Finally, the land will have its true king, but Arthur's future is uncertain. Not only does his half-sister Morgana have a vengeful score to settle, those whom he trusts most are also destined to betray him. From the creators of the highly acclaimed outlaw, The Legend of Robin Hood, comes a gripping tale of love and deceit, forgiveness and hope, as the secrets of King Arthur's past and the mysteries of his future unfold in this visually striking new edition of the heroic legend. King Arthur, off to Phil. Whoa. Phil, you have killed it today with these $5 trades. You're getting what you wanted. You just wanted to see me rage sell. Joe's like, I actually really like those Fables books, and the deal is really great, but, I just like watching it. All right. Let's see. Excuse me. This is called The Prince. I have no idea what it's about, but it's printed on newsprint. And there's a part of it that's called Red, Red Wine. Wow, wow, wow. The Prince is going to go for $5. Lorena, you're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $35. $35. Red, red wine. And the final trade here we have is Deadeye, Begun in Blood by Adrian F. Wessel and Nathan C. Kuden. This is from Vault Comics. Very interesting, cool book. Looking book. Western. All right, what's this about? A land of undiscovered riches, beauty and violence, a land born of myth. The American frontier, as the bounty hunter Deadeye tracks the gang responsible for his nightmarish past. He discovers a far worse set of villains lurking in the uncharted territory, criminals from a distant planet imprisoned on Earth. Scripted by Adrian F. Wassel, with breathtaking watercolors by Nathan C. Kuden, creators of The Gifted, a 2014 Indie FA award finalist for Best Graphic Novel comes the opening chapter of Deadeye, a series about the cruel price of redemption. The Wild West is only just the beginning. Deadeye off to Lorena. Red, red wine. Nobody wanted Prince. I would die for you. Die if you want me to. I would die for you. Sorry. Had to make a Prince joke there. That was inappropriate. I'm not your mother. I'm not your friend. I learn a lot from Onrie rage selling. It shows me that rage can move books. Yes, it can. Little red Corvette. That book's full of innuendo. In your what? In nothing. In your deal. In your deals. All right, so that is all of our $5 trades. You guys have eaten these up as I knew you would. We have more than a few left. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take these down right now, and I'm going to showcase them again. And then we're going to put what we don't sell away, and then we're going to move over to the $2 books that I got from Pete, and then we'll see where we're at afterwards. You can get your little red Corvette. Little red Corvette. Okay. I have the Prince going for $5. You know you want this. There's all kinds of innuendo here. You're going to like it. So shut up and buy it. Okay, that's a good pitch. Walking Dead, Volume 9, Here We Remain. There's a TV show. It's Robert Kirkman. You're an idiot. Buy it. $5. Okay, Prince off to Phil. Awesome. Best pitch ever. Now, you're not an idiot if you don't buy Walking Dead. I think everybody's got this book, but if you don't, you're an idiot. Buy it now and you won't be an idiot. There you go. Teen Titans Go. Does that make up for it? I don't want to call you guys idiots. That's rule number 1 against rage selling. Also, I wanted to show you guys something that I saw online. This was really inspiring to me. I sent it to my buddy a while ago, and I actually posted it on Facebook. You guys probably wouldn't be able to see it, but well, you wouldn't be able to hear it, but it is fantastic. Hang on just a second. There we go. This is a guy who's marketing on the streets. So check it out. Look at this. He kicks people as he's giving them flyers. And they're like, oh, no, I don't want the flyer. And he goes, take it. He just keeps kicking the guy. So that's true marketing, okay? That's what you do. From now on, when I'm at a con and I'm giving away bookmarks and people don't take the freaking bookmarks, I'm going to kick them in the butt. Just be like, take it, you idiot. Buy this Walking Dead Volume 9. And you're what? All right, Teen Titans Go. Welcome to the Pizza Dome, and Teen Titans Go. Bring it on. Grab them both. It is $10. Teen Titans Go. I mean, I'm just trying to teach you guys how to sell. If you want to be good like me at selling, you got to be able to get out there. You got to have some chutzpah, and that requires you to kick some people in the butt if they don't like what you're selling. You got to bring out the rage face. Tiger Face. That's what you got to do. Black Magic by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. That's going to go for $5. In all my years of selling, that is what I learned. Okay. I have no horror fans here. Does no one want Damned Cursed Children from Source Point Press for $5? This is normally a $20 graphic novel that you can get for $5. Descender by Jeff Lemire. We have volumes 1 and 4 by Jeff Lemire and Destin Wen going for just $5. Combined total of $25 normally. Damn Cursed Children off to David Moore. Little Red Corvette. Oops. Nope, sorry. David Moore had to take those damn kids. CSI. Do we have any CSI fans here? Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Totally. $24. We got a deal on those Fables books. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much, David Moore. Yes. $24. You got a deal. Little Red Corvette. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Thank you, Phil. You got a deal on me. Miss Marvel Generation Y, $5. Well, I have one more Fables book. I have Fables Wolves, Volume 8. Do you want to take this from me, Don? I would be very, very happy if you took this from me. Ray Bradbury Chronicles, Volume 3. No one likes Ray Bradbury. No one likes science fiction. We want to have comics if it wasn't for frickin' Ray frickin' Bradbury. You morons! Little Red Corvette. Had my best show of the week, and I did it through rage selling. Rage selling, rage marketing. And I taught you guys how to do it, too. All right. Don is taking it. I'm out of Fables books. Thank the Lord. Black Science, Volume 1 is going to go for $5. No need to work a deal for the struggling salesman, that's for sure. Rat Queens, Volume 1, $5. This looks really cool, by the way. Sass and Sorcery. Why the Last Man, Volume 5. Why do you need this book? Because it's good, moron! Oh, man. I think I'm having fun pitching these books on the back end. All right, Black Science, I'm going to tell you again. Grant McKay, leader of the anarchistic League of Scientists, has finally done the impossible. He has deciphered black science and punched through the barriers of reality with his creation, the Pillar. But something went wrong, and now Grant and his team are lost, barreling through the boundless expanses of the Eververse, living ghosts shipwrecked on an infinite ocean of alien worlds. The only way is forward. The only question is, how far are they willing to go to get home again? So this is a series that has been revered by a lot of comic fans, and it's very good. Rick Remender and Matteo Scalera, and it's $5. Let me know if you want to take it. Phil, it was really hard pitching that book just now. I'd rather be like, hey, look, it's X-Men, and it's a Civil War tie-in. Don't be an idiot and miss out on it. Okay. Oh my God, Lorena, I love you. I thought I was going to have to pitch that Flash book again. Okay. Descender Volume 1 is off to Lorena. And Lorena is also taking the Splash hardcover. Awesome. Artemis Fowl, the graphic novel. This is going to go for $5. Black Hammer. Do we have any Black Hammer fans? So we got Black Hammer Secret Origins and Black Hammer Age of Doom Part 1, both going for just $5 a pop. That's $10. Normally these books go for, this one's $15, this one's $20. So that's $35 for both books. You can get them both right now for $10. Reaver, Volume 1, 5. Jekyll Island Chronicles, 5. So we came here with 60 plus graphic novels. I am left with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We did pretty good tonight, guys. This is all we got left. So let's see. We got 16 graphic novels that are at the $5 mark. Let's see. What would I be willing to do on that? 16 times 5, that's $80. Tell you what, give me $60 and these are all yours. At $60, you can take the rest of these trades. I want to show you what we got here. You are getting Jekyll Island Chronicles, Reaver, the Black Hammer books, Artemis Fowl, Civil War X-Men, Why the Last Man, Volume 5, Rat Queens, Volume 1, Ray Bradbury Chronicles, Volume 3, Miss Marvel Generation Y, CSI, Criminal Investigation Unit, Descender, Volume 4, Black Magic, Volume 1, The Two Teen Titan Goes, and Walking Dead, number 9. Okay, Jekyll Island actually just got claimed by Don, so now I'll take the final total down to 55. We're down to 15 trades left. So it'd be 55 now. If anybody wants the rest of the trades. $55. I'll just run it down to 50. $50 gets you all these trades. If anybody wants them. And if not, I'm just going to put them, I'll recycle them for next week. We did good tonight, guys. Thank you so much. That was awesome. We just kicked some major ass. Major asses were kicked. But we got to make up some time here because we got some stuff here. Oh, I have a mariachi emergency I need to respond to, so I got a cruise. Is tomorrow a good day to call you? Yes, you did. You did great, Phil. All you guys did great. Got some good $5 trades. I'm so glad we were able to make that work. You guys have made the day worth it for me. And I feel very good now that I can sit down and relax and play some Silent Hill tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know you guys love the $5 trades. I'll always be on the lookout for those. All right, so I'm going to showcase our FOMO books, and then we're going to show off some $2 comics, stuff that I just picked up from Peep over at North Shore Comics. This is all brand new stuff you guys have not seen before. Once again, we're going to show off our FOMO books. I have Spider-Man 2099 number 7, going for 5. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 1, we got the blue collector's edition going for 5. Wolverine 24 is 5. Batman 432 is 5. Blue Beetle 1 is 5. Spectacular Spider-Man 159 is 5. And Infinity Inc. number 21 is 5. Dark Knight off to Phil. Six FOMO books left. Spider-Man 2099, number 7 is the first appearance of Vulture 2099. Wolverine 24, we got a cover here by Jim Lee. That's going for $5. Batman 432, $5 on that. That's a really badass cover. Blue Beetle number 1, $5. Spectacular Spider-Man 159, part of the Cosmic Spidey run, going for $5. And Infinity Inc. 21 by Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane. This is early Todd McFarlane work here, going for $5. These are the rest of your FOMO books. All right, now let's do some $2 books here for you guys. This is how we're going to finish off the night. I have Batman 667 going for $2 by Grant Morrison and J.H. Williams III. Un-American Gladiators, Lobo. We got a cover here by Mike Mignola, going for $2. $2 books. The Shadow, Body and Soul, Part 4 and Part 5. If you grab them both, it is just $4. All right, Don's claiming Batman 667. It's off to Don. Pen's going down. I have Batman Eternal number 44 and 45 going for $4. $4 on those. Dennis the Menace, Making Movies, number 155, number 184, number 140, and let's see. This is just Dennis the Menace in Washington, D.C. If you want all the Dennis the Menace books, it is just $8 for all the Dennis the Menace books. Oh, Mr. Wilson! Buy these freaking comics or you're an idiot. Dennis the Menace off the fill. You guys are eating these up too. Outstanding. So this week's books, top pick was definitely Absolute Batman number 1. The runner-up for this week was The Terminator that came out from Dynamite. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed the story that's being told in it. It seems like it's like a one-shot story. So if you guys have a chance to jump on and grab that Terminator book, I highly recommend going after it. It's by Declan Shalvey, who does all the writing and art. Really good book. Third book was Ultimates number 5, which introduces the ultimate version of Hawkeye, who has a very different personality than Clint Barton. He is Native American, and his bow and arrow is actually developed by Stark Industries, and it's a fabricator, so he can come up with any kind of arrow that he wants, and he's got all kinds of arrows, and it's just a huge battle between him and Captain America with lots of good exposition that really gets you a chance to become familiar with the character. Honestly, Ultimates from the new Ultimates line has been really good. It started off kind of slow, but once they hit their stride with issue, I want to say 3, 4, and 5 have been outstanding. And this week's issue features a first appearance. So if you have a chance to go out to your comic shop and grab it, I highly recommend doing it. Ultimates 5, that's my third pick of the week. In fourth place, we have the latest issue of Amazing Spider-Man. Not much story in the book. This is the penultimate issue of Zeb Wells' run. This book is really carried by John Romita Jr.'s artwork, which is just really phenomenal. And the action in this book is just so great. It's just a major battle between Spider-Man and Tombstone that's going on for basically 2 issues. And it's such an epic battle. It's worth picking up just to check out the fight. It's great. So I would say that would be my fourth pick of the week. But this was a big release for comics this week. This is the time to be reading comics. And for those of you guys for those people out there who are like, Marvel and DC are not putting out good stuff anymore, you're not reading Marvel and DC. You can't know. Anybody who's saying that is not reading Marvel and DC. So I'll tell you right now, Absolute Batman is phenomenal. It's what we've wanted for a long time. No, Phil, you're not an idiot at all. That's why you picked up Dennis the Menace. All right. Ultimate Spider-Man number 3 and number 4. This is by Brian Michael Bendis and I think Michael LaFonte. I'm not sure the artist's name. I'm going to check that out just because now it's going to bother me. So this is the Ultimate Comics run where they introduce David LaFontaine, sorry, where they introduce Ultimate Mysterio. The ultimate version of Mysterio is in here. So there's issues 1, 2. This is 3 and 4 going for $4. I got some more Spidey books for you guys. I have a run of Web of Spider-Man. We have issue 3, number 4. I love this cover. This cover of Web of Spider-Man is awesome. Number 6. Number 7, we got the Hulk on the cover. Number 12, we got Crack Addict Mary Jane on the cover. And number 13 and number 16. If you grab all of these Spidey books, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Spidey books at $14. Web of Spider-Man. That bundle's going for $14. Deathstroke the Terminator number 2 is $2. Cave Woman Pangean Sea issue 9 and issue 3. Sorry, issue 3 and issue 9 of Cave Woman Pangean Sea going for $4. Buy this book, you perv. You know you want it. No judgment here. If anything, I might actually take like about 15 minutes to read through these comics here because they look awesome. Not doing a good job of selling tonight. Embarrass the customer, rule number 25. Embarrass potential customers. All right, I have Uncanny X-Men number 180. That's going to go for $2. We got the Batman number 18 annual going for $2. That's an Elseworlds Batman story. Looks like we got a Mike Mignola cover here too. Really cool. $2 on that. Got some good stuff from Pete this week. X-Men number 10, Mojo versus Longshot. Number 12, which is, see you later, Don. Have a good night. Number 12 is the first appearance of Hazard. This is going to go for just $4. $4 on this. I have Robo Hunter number 3. That's going to go for $2. JLA Hitman number 1. Someone else was asking me about this last week because I had another copy of it that sold. But here's another one. I found it again. $2. Green Arrow 75th special issue going for $2. I have Electric Blue Superman number 549 going for $2. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories number 555 is $2. The 1991 Batman Annual is going to go for $2. World's Finest number 289, Superman and Batman. I wonder who worked on this. On this World's Finest. Where's the creds? Doug Mensch. Huh. So World's Finest 289 is just $2. Batman number 439, $2 on this. Superman in Action Comics 664 is $2. And then I have Lobo Portrait of a Victim number 1 going for $2. Lobo. I have another Lobo up here too. The Un-American Gladiators. Did you want to throw that on as well, Phil? Let me know. Okay. All right, we're down to the last 15 minutes of the show here. And I want to go over everything we have on the bottom row one more time and see if we can move as much of it as possible. So we're going to go over all this stuff again. We're in the last 15 minutes of the show. And I'm going to showcase our FOMO books one more time here for you guys. And I'm going to put them up on the bottom rack here. So I have Infinity Inc. number 21. We got Roy Thomas and Todd McFarlane here. $5. Chris, hold off on that. I'll see if I can get you a copy at a local comic shop. Just give me till the end of the week. I think you'd be fine if you can't find it, but let me check with my local comic shop, see if we can get you a copy of Cover A. Wolverine number 24, that's going to go for $5. Spider-Man 2099 number 7 is going to go for $5. Spectacular Spider-Man 159 is $5. Yeah, for sure, man. Batman 432 is $5, and Blue Beetle 1 is $5. So these are the FOMO books that we have left from today's show. And next week's going to be a short week for me, guys. I'm going to be on the air on Monday afternoon at our usual time for Monday brunch, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be back on The Experience, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, I'm going to be off to Manhattan for New York Comic Con, so I will be off the rest of the week. Monday, I'll be returning, so I'm not going to be able to do a show on Monday, but I'll be back the following week on The Experience, and then we're going to just roll back into our regular schedule. So I will try and have something really cool planned for you guys when I get back on the air the following Tuesday, but next week will be a short week. And I'm thinking what we're going to be doing to kind of keep the flow going is we're going to do a lot of dollar books. So I'm going to take the stuff that I showcased yesterday, bring it back to the warehouse, and I'm going to just grab a random box. And next week, that's what we're going to do. We're going to just do dollar books. And I'll also showcase the stuff that didn't sell today. I'll give you guys another crack at it next week. All right. So bottom row, ROM Annual number 3 is going to go for $4. Daredevil 193, $4. Champions number 12, $4 on that. Iron Man 181 is going to go for $4. John Carter, Warlord of Mars number 2 is going to go for $4. Hercules Unbound number 5, $4 on this. Godzilla King of the Monsters number 17 is $4. Batman 292, $4 on that. Sorry, $3 on this. Kid Outlaw number 210, $3 on this. Captain America 251, $4 on this. Spider-Woman 38, $4 on this. First Team President number 2, $3 on this. Fantastic Four 216, $4 on this. And The Losers number 170, $3 on this. So my deal for if you buy all 14 of these books here is just going to be what was my deal on this? $30 tonight. $30. Combined total value of all these books is $50. I'm going to knock it down to 30. So you get all these books at 30. Better yet, I'll make it 25 if anybody really wants. That's just to make it exciting. If you take all these books off my hands. 14 bronze copper books for $25. I think that's a steal. That's if we can move it now in the next 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes left on the clock. And boy, am I excited for this show to end so that I can go and play Silent Hill 2, the remake. I'm going to scare myself tonight, and I won't be able to sleep. I'm excited about it. And I want to thank you guys for an outstanding end to the week. Wolverine 24 is going to go for $5. I will, Phil. It's going to go for $5. Did you want to throw this on, Chris? Let me know. $5 for the Wolverine. Okay, Chris is taking it. Veronica, I thank you for beating the shit out of me. Sorry, I'm thinking of Billy Madison. It is a cool cover. It's a Jim Lee cover. We've got 5 FOMO books left. Spectacular Spider-Man 194, 195, and 196. This is the Death of Vermin run. If you grab all 3 of these books, I will do it all for $6 right now, just to move it. We got the new X-Men, number 114, First Cassandra Nova, First Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and the final part of Grant Morrison's first run on New X-Men, going for $40. Hey man, there's no reason why you shouldn't. I buy a lot of books based on covers too. One of the books that I love the most, one of my treasured possessions, is that Captain America annual where Cap and Wolverine are fighting, and you see Wolverine cutting through Cap's shield. That's one of my favorite covers of all time. And that's why I bought the book. Spent $25 on it. I got The Crow, Wild Justice. All 3 parts, issues 1 through 3. This is a set deal, and it's going to go for $25. Let me know if you guys are interested in picking that up. And then don't forget, we got the bundle deal here for all the bottom row books going for $30 or $25. I was actually offering it. So if I have any offers on any of that, that would be awesome. You like the Killing Joe cover? That's amazing. I love that. Brian Bolland is phenomenal. I love his work. Brian Bolland is totally kick-ass. One of my favorite artists. He was very, very edgy with his work. You guys hear Bentley snoring? Have any questions about anything? Let me know. I love you guys so much. Heck yeah. You guys are awesome. Yeah, the 3 Jokers books were great. That was a good run of books. All right, so do I have any questions about anything I showcased tonight? We still got 5 FOMO books here. Still got some trades. You guys can always message me after hours too. Be like, hey, Onrie, Show me something else here. Show me some more comics. You still have this, Onrie. You just message me, and if I still got it, I'll take care of you. Because I care about the American working man, because that's who I am and that's who I care about. You guys remember that from Tommy Boy? He seems like a nice guy. That guy's trying to buy out your company, and all you're doing is sitting there being like, he seems like a nice guy.
Where's the rage selling book? I want to learn. Where's the rage selling book? I got to make a book about rage selling. We'll see about that. All right, so it is just about time for us to do spins on the wheel.
Give me just a second here. We're going to get right to that, and we're going to wrap up tonight's show. Thank you all again. I appreciate all of you guys so much for shopping with me today. Next week is going to be a light week, but it'll be a fun week. We're going to make it lots of fun for you guys. We'll be back on Monday, and you guys are welcome to, slowly build out your runs with me over the next week. Got a little hiccuping in our schedule due to the convention, but it's just 2 days, and I'll be back on the air at my regular scheduled time. If you guys have any other requests, anything else you're looking for, just let me know. I'll be out shopping this week. On Friday, I'll probably be hitting up some comic shops and seeing what's out there. I'll be right there in just a second. I'm so sorry. We're going to do spins on the wheel in just a minute.
Yeah, Chris, I'll send you an invoice. I'll send out invoices tomorrow. Okay, guys, we're at the end of our show here. It is time to spin the wheel of skid bark for all those who have earned it.
It's time to spin the wheel of skid bark, bark, bark.
So I got 3 spins tonight for Lorena, Phil, and David. We're going to start with Lorena. Lorena gets a free Marvel book. Lorena, you get Captain America number 36 from Ed Brubaker's run. Congrats. Next up is Phil. That's for a clockwise spin.
Phil gets a $2 comic. I'm going to hook Phil up with, let's see, Captain America number 696 for Phil. And finally, for David Moore. David Moore gets a $2 comic as well. And we are going to hook him up with, let's see here. New Avengers, the Reunion, number 4 of 4 for David Moore. All right, guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Have a great rest of your week. Invoices will go out tomorrow. And if you have any questions about anything that I showcased tonight, hit me up. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Take care.